Right, what's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Master League on PES 2017. And as you guys can see, or tell from last time I should say, we've had a decent start to the season, winning against Manchester United at home 1-0 courtesy of a goal from Theo Walcott. But we were broken with the news that Mesut Ozil will be out for around 9 weeks, 2 months or so, as we look at the scouting. As of right now, nothing to look forward to right there, as like I said before, I'm not really looking into transfers, even though some of you guys want me to get either, Griezmann, Aubameyang or Dybala, but I'm not really looking into that right now, as I think I'm going to work with the team that I have right now, since I think I like to keep it close to what's really happening with Arsenal. As there we go, we look at Mesut Ozil and his status, that he'll be out for 9 weeks. Not the start that we wanted with injuries, but knowing Arsenal and knowing our luck, that was bound to happen, especially to one of our better players, or if not our best players, as we take a look and switch around the teams to replace Mesut Ozil in that attacking midfield role. I was going to put Alex Iwobi, but I prefer to put Santi Cazorla there, who has more experience than Iwobi, and then put in Ramsey in beside Granit Xhaka. So team's looking rather strong as of now, but still trying to find the best combination. See who's switching around with Coquelin and Ramsey there, as Coquelin and Granit Xhaka do provide that defensive stability, and we do get lots of least amount of goals conceded, I want to say, in the meantime, as we look at the national team selections for our players for each country. The usual suspects being called up, only Theo Walcott though being called up for England. No Callum Chambers, no Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and just Walcott. But we move on to our next game, Jack Wilshere's team, the guy that we loaned out to AFC Bournemouth, who are a decent side, decent football playing side, as we look at the two teams right now. And Callum Wilson starting up top with them, and there's the main man Jack Wilshere, who's technically not allowed to start for Bournemouth, but the game doesn't really go by the rules by that. But I actually started Lucas Perez for the first time up top in place for Olivier Giroud, who didn't have that much of an impact against Manchester United. But again, switching around a couple of players there, Granit Xhaka and Coquelin switching around their positions. But Bournemouth are a decent side in real life. They're not doing too well at the moment in the Barclays Premier League, losing 4-0 to Manchester City this weekend, but hopefully they bounce back from the recent poor run of form. But Arsenal, on the other hand, looking good in Master League and looking good in the Barclays Premier League. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into the game. Right, so the first highlight of the game there, Alexis Sanchez tried to curl one past Federici, but to no avail. Lucas Perez there playing in, and Cazorla that time just flashes his shot wide. A lot of chances in the first half here, as Hector Bellerin picks it up on the right hand side, tried to find Granit Xhaka out of all people, but his header just goes over the bar. Cazorla with the first corner of the game in the 11th minute, searching for somebody, and Perez actually gets his head onto it, but again Federici is on hand to stop that one comfortably. But Bournemouth get an early chance here. Next close chance by Callum Wilson, I think that was just flashed wide of Petr Cech. Walcott plays in Lucas Perez, and there is Arsenal's first goal right before the half, and it's that man, the guy I replaced Giroud for. It's Lucas Perez with the first goal for Arsenal in this game, and his first goal of the season. This guy is an absolute beast to play with up top. Once you get to know how he plays, he's just absolutely lethal in front of goal on his right foot. He can finish from there. That's why Arsene Wenger bought him in the summer. Good stuff from Lucas in the 40th minute. Right, and that was half-time. As you guys can see, pure domination on our part, and Lucas opening up the score sheet against Bournemouth. Technically we are away, as we are wearing our yellow kits. Look at that, 53% possession, 8 shots, 3 on target. Bournemouth had their fair bit of opportunities, but could not capitalize on their chances. So hopefully the second half will improve much better from us as we look to get that second goal. Right, so straight off the bat, Laurent Koscielny, out of all people, our centre-back, storming forward and just shoots out of nothing from that. And he really should do better there from his shot there, but that's just unlucky there by Santi Cazorla. Look at that, hits the post, and Federici was in no man's land for that one. Close again. And again, this time, look at the play between the Arsenal players. Olivier Giroud coming on for Lucas as the second half substitute, and Santi Cazorla gets his first goal. And a classy celebration there from the Spaniard. Two Spaniards getting the goals for Arsenal today. Good build up in the middle of the park. Giroud with a lovely dink assist there to provide Santi Cazorla with a cool finish into the back of the net. Look at that, cheeky by Olivier Giroud. He loves doing that type of assist, and Cazorla will make no mistake from there. And that was it, guys. Not a lot of chances in the second half, but we do grab ourselves the clean sheet, as well as, most importantly, the 3 points against a very tough Bournemouth side, as we see Alex Iwobi celebrating there as per usual. 2-0, great start from the Arsenal boys, and a solid victory. 56% possession, 13 shots, 5 on target. Need to put our chances away more, I should say. But the man of the match was in fact Santi Cazorla as well as Lucas Perez. Honestly, they both shared the goals and were absolutely fantastic. And as you guys can see, we climbed up to second. Only Man City and Arsenal winning 2 out of the 2 games so far. So tough things coming about. But you know, Chelsea, Tottenham, Stoke as well doing really well. Liverpool, Leicester, you know, the usual culprits, but Manchester United getting the first win as well. But this is where it gets tasty as ever. Paris Saint-Germain, Arsenal drawing in the same group in the Champions League, just like in real life. What do you know about that? But the toughest group would probably be Group H, I want to say. Juventus, Barcelona, Olympique Lyonnais. Man United have it tough as well, Borussia Dortmund and CSK Moscow. So a lot of tasty groups. Leicester, Inter and Schalke. Lots to look forward to in the Champions League in the coming weeks, of course. And as you guys per usual, you know the deal is. Lionel Messi wins the UEFA Best Player in Europe award. Classy from the Argentine. Right, so moving on straight into a next game, another away game this time, Burnley against Arsenal. I wanted to keep the same side I played against Bournemouth, but I might have made a few changes. I'm not too sure, I don't remember too. In fact, yep, Olivier Giroud just comes off once again for Lucas Perez, who is in absolute top form, and I did start Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain for the first time, as well as Aaron Ramsey in for Granit Xhaka. A few changes there just to provide some rotation for the players. First chance of the game, Nacho Monreal crossing it towards Alexis Sanchez. Olivier Giroud, it's actually Lucas Perez, actually, my bad, gets the first goal, and that is a classy header. He is in top form, guys. Lucas is an absolute beast in front of goal. That is what you want from your 17 million striker signing of the summer. Lovely play there. Alexis Sanchez on its left foot, first time cross, and into Lucas, who will not miss from that kind of range. Good stuff from the Spaniard. Second goal in 2 games, and that is what you want from your striker. Could he provide Olivier Giroud that solid competition up front? We shall wait and see. But Lucas Perez here once again, cutting inside, finding Cazorla, who just flashes his shot wide. He should have done better there, Santi Cazorla. Knowing his attributes and characteristics, he should have buried that into the back of the net. Could have been 2-0, should have been 2-0 for Arsenal early on in this game. Cazorla knows the frustration there, should have done better. And then a huge mistake here in defense, too casual by Keane. Oxlade-Chamberlain wins the ball back, and then look at that, cool as you like. The assist came from Lucas as well, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain gets his first goal. Funny celebration there. And Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain pays off the manager's faith there by selecting him in the first place. Lovely play there. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain read it well. Lucas with a fantastic through ball, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain will not miss from there. Quality stuff from Arsenal at this point, and Burnley were just being run ragged at this moment in time. Early chance here, next chance for Burnley, and look at that, an open goal. Petr Cech furious with his defenders there, don't know what they were doing, but surely Gray should have put that in the back of the net. He did all the hard work here. He's just an empty net. He's got to score. He knows it. And Arsenal lucky that they weren't punished for that. Another chance here. Ramsey wins the ball this time. Tries to find someone in the middle. Alexis all coming in now. Lucas finding Santi Cazorla, who slots it home for Arsenal's third right before halftime. And that was surely the game killer. And Burnley were never going to come back from this ever again. 3 goals in the first half. Brilliant work by Aaron Ramsey on the left. Worked his way through. Lucas with a cheeky touch to find Santi Cazorla, his fellow Spaniard, who slots it home this time, making no mistake with his right foot. And that would be 3-0 Arsenal, pure domination at this point in time. And that would lead us to the second half. There we go, half-time, 3-0. Surely Burnley will not mount a comeback, as they were rather poor, I want to say, throughout the entire game. Quality stuff from the Arsenal boys, as per usual. 49% possession for Burnley, 51 for us. 11 bloody shots, 6 on target. So decent stuff from Arsenal. 3 goals coming out of that as we look to increase our lead in the second half. Second half underway here. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, the rifle of a shot, just wide. Maybe he could have taken it further with his right foot. Maybe taken another touch. Oxlade-Chamberlain once again on the right hand side towards Lucas, who just misses his header. Could have gone his second of the game, and unlucky not to get there. But again, Bamford here coming up short once again, trying to get Burnley into the game, trying to get any sort of consolation goal. But Petr Cech made himself big there, and really the first time Petr Cech was called into action throughout this entire game. So, and that was that. All the damage was done in the first half, as Santi Cazorla, Lucas, and the Ox getting all the goals for Arsenal in the first half. So decent stuff, 100% record still maintained, no goals conceded, so that defense is looking rather solid with Mustafi and Koscielny partnership looking ever so good, and 16 shots for us in total, and Lucas was our man of the match. So the Spaniards really pulling this team together for us all together. Right, so as things stand, Man City and Arsenal are still the only teams with 100% records. Man City have more goals, 8 goals, no goals conceded, but Arsenal still playing catch up there. Liverpool, Leicester, and Everton round up the top 5, and pretty decent stuff with Swansea, Crystal Palace, and West Brom all falling down into the bottom 3. And this is the overall stats for the month of August. 3 wins out of 3. Santi Cazorla and Lucas both getting 2 goals. Walcott getting 1. Lucas getting 2 assists. Walcott and Sanchez both getting 1. Our best players have actually been our 3 goal scorers for the Burnley game: Cazorla, Chamberlain, and Lucas. Right, so transfer deadline day is actually today, as I stop the progression of this Master League episode. But as you guys can see, Coquelin suffering another injury for the books for Arsenal. Not looking good in the midfield side of things, and we're kind of short at the moment with Ozil and Coquelin out. So at this point in time, I reckon I might look into the transfer window for some short-term replacements, as I look at Coquelin's status. Only 3 weeks, but we should have enough cover for his position. But other than that, as we look at the schedule for September, our first game coming back from a long international break is against Paris Saint-Germain in matchday number 1 in the group stage of the Champions League, and then a big game in London derby against Chelsea at home. 2 huge games to look forward to for the next episode, and I can't wait to play that. I can't wait to play those games, honestly, because they provide us a decent challenge for this team that's undefeated so far, so it's looking pretty good on the side of things. So hopefully you guys enjoyed another episode of Master League with Arsenal. If you guys did, please leave a like, rating down below as per usual, and if you're new around here, why not go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well, as it'd be truly and greatly appreciated. So with that being said, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks again for tuning in to some more Master League on PS 2017 I should say. I always keep forgetting. And remember to always keep it real.